right, so let's talk about making your own videos. There's some tools that you can use for recording your own videos, and the tools that I'm going to specifically highlight are Chrome extensions, which mean that they will work on any device that you can run a Chrome browser on. So for me, that's my Chromebook and my PC and my computer at home and whatever else, okay? So the Chrome extensions that I'm going to talk about, there's the one that I'm specifically going to talk about is Screencastify. It looks like this. And the free version of Screencastify runs at 10 minutes max, and you get like a little, just a Screencastify light up in the upper right-hand corner. I think that it's fine for making home video, home videos or home lessons. And the 10-minute limit actually is a good marker for me because I tend to get long-winded to do shorter recordings. So I recommend using Screencastify, but the other option, and I will make sure that I will attach both of these links into the Google Classroom, is Nimbus, which also allows you to do record video, and then it's also an image capture tool that allows you to annotate your images. So I think that both of those tools are really great. I have one other video. I have one other tool that I actually have recommended to the LOTE teachers, which is Capturecast. It's Captura, and these are all extensions. So do you see how I'm in the Chrome browser and they're sitting with me in my browser. They travel with me everywhere I go, which is great. So you probably don't need 3. Maybe one is good for you. You know me, I'm like the queen of the Chrome browsing extensions, so I have multiples, but this one's nice because you can just do an audio recording, webcam or your desktop, and it saves it right back to your drive. In terms of just having students submit something, this is really simple, streamlined, works really well too. So again, am recommending the Screencastify, which is what I'm using even for students. And the reason why is I love this. It's integrated with my Google Drive. So the second I press stop on this recording, and I'm just going to click on this so that the screen is getting captured right now. You'll see this. It's recording. You can see my audio happening here. I can have a preview window so I can see what's happening. If you notice, I've taken it off because the preview window actually distracts me when I'm trying to record my videos. I'm like, oh, the preview window. This is running here. And then the second that I end my recording, this will sync back to my Google Drive and open up a Screencastify window. It's kind of awesome. And then I have this Screencastify folder in my drive that all of my recordings are saved into, which is great. So I highly recommend this tool. It's a great tool. So right now what you're seeing from me, and I had to take screenshots of this because every time I'm actually doing it, it's not working for you. So you're seeing me in the desktop mode. So I clicked on this icon in my browser, and then here's the options that I had. I set up my microphone, and then I'm using the integrated webcam, which was earlier up here, but I realized it was blocking a lot of stuff, so now I'm down here. And that's happening here, and it records at a pretty good frame rate in terms of for a free tool, which is pretty awesome. So that's what I'm doing right now, is recording my desktop. Almost 100% of the videos that I record are via the desktop capture. I'm showing you how to do something. I'm navigating around, and I don't really need to be doing a how-to, explaining a process. The tab recording, so the first option here, is kind of awesome and underutilized. So what will happen when you record your tab is you're only going to see the inside of your browser, so only what you have open. So on this Google Doc, you'd actually only see inside of my menu bars and only see my Google Doc. It also gives me an annotation toolbar, which is pretty awesome. So I have a mouse that's going to travel with me, and I can write on documents. So there is some really great value to using the tab recording feature in Screencastify. You could use this as long as you're working on a touchscreen device. So I'm on my Chromebook. I can save back my annotations happening. If I'm on a mouse, it's going to be less awesome. And I have an alternative tool for you if you're using a computer that doesn't have touchscreen capabilities. Okay, so this is the desktop record of Screencastify. Is super easy and intuitive to use, and you get it from the Chrome Web Store, and I'm putting those links into this assignment for you. So now I'm going to show you how to tab record. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the tab recording feature, and you'll notice that my screen looks a bit different now. I have this fancy bar happening over here, so you'll see, and I love this, right? So I can get this like mouse guy, and it'll highlight where I am, and when I click, you get an idea of where I'm going, so I'm really like dialing into something. And I can also get rid of that pointer. I'm going to take them off. And then I get these great annotation tools. So what I brought up here is just a Google Doc. You can't see it, but in my browser, I've opened other tools. This will work on Google Drawing. You could do it on a blank slide. You could do it on all different kinds of tools, but you just have to know that you can't bounce out. I will show you marking up a website. But so I'm in this doc, and I can record myself going through this with students on my Chromebook. So I have my tools, and I can fill this in with students and record myself. Going through it. I could also use this as an opportunity to get, blank space and draw and explain something. And you'll see this. Do you see this? I can, with my up arrows, I'm increasing the size of my pen. Do you see this? It gives you the pop-up. It's quite nice. The down arrow will make it smaller. If I click on it again, so I can kind of like dial in here and show, explain a process. I think you get the idea. You're like, okay, Jackie, we'll get it. So the annotation tools are really great for, making a video doing that. And there's apps that you may or may not have used, like Explain Everything does that. Educreations does that. And so if you're not on a touchscreen device, it gets a little bit, trickier on how to make videos on an iPad. Educreations is a great alternative to be able to write on. You can make slides and so forth. But this is really great. So if I had a slide deck in Google Slides, I can pull it up as a PDF or something, go through it with my students. And I just have to click back on the arrow tool here to scroll through and keep going through my Google Docs. So the annotation tool here is super great. I do really like this feature. And then it's kind of stored in this video. I can just post it for my class. I can have a map up and write all over it. So anything that you have open, you get this annotation toolbar to be able to draw on. So that is using that feature of the screen capture, and you could also just capture your webcam was the last option for you as well.